Up in the top left, in the red, the Terran player, he is
SK Telecom T1 Dream.
Did you see my head exploding? I was trying to pick one player.
Yeah.
That's how close this is.
I can't do it. His opponent showing a cool comeback in the last game. He is.
MVP YongHwa.
Do it like Moonglade and just whisper. Over here in the bottom is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Moonglade.
I hope he's watching.
I hope so too. It's TvP, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's not watching. Who am I kidding?
Yeah. Well, this has been actually, you know, a really super quick day. Like, this is either our quickest or second quickest day of this season so far.
Yeah.
It's actually like kind of shocked how quickly this day has gone, but actually very good games today. I've actually quite enjoyed the games.
Yeah, they've been very fun, even though some of them have been quick.
Yeah.
It's a lot of action-packed back and forth games. Some interesting strategies as well, used by a lot of players, especially YongHwa.
And not a lot of jobber moves, which you sometimes see in back and forth games, you know, like
Hurricane.
Yeah,
we were talking about that.
There were some jobber moves in that game, and there's been like mistakes, but there's mistakes and there's like just like herp derps, you know, like okay, he sees. I'm very excited about this. He sees the command center first. We've seen a lot of ways that people have tried to counter this in the past. I love the way Hero did it. I believe, was that, where did he do that? I don't know, something you casted. Where he went into Blink and a DT drop against Flash.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think he was on Overgrowth, yeah. So that must have been
I believe so.
Must have been. But anyways, I mean, everyone has their own way that they want to do it. This is actually the way I do it, is stop mining gas, take your own nexus as quick as possible, and just delay as much mining as possible with the probe. It's like, it's a pretty safe middle-of-the-road way of doing it.
Yeah.
Because you actually deny a reasonable amount of mining time with this probe. Sometimes you delay the command center just slightly by attacking the SCV, and it comes off for a second to attack you back. Yeah. Anyways, he's getting some good scouting done.
Yeah, she's only 2 racks.
Yeah.
Not 3.
That's definitely something to keep in mind as well. Well, it's going to be a little bit, Valdez, before this really picks up.
Yeah.
That's a
As is the way of macro games usually.
Yeah. So, everyone out there that's watching, hope that you're enjoying the cast. Tasteless is sick today, so wish him to get better, unless you're the sickest new Valdez fan because he's killing it. And then take your Tasteless voodoo doll and twist its head off.
No, man, I wouldn't like that. Tasteless is a great guy.
Wink. Anyways, you can follow Valdez on Twitter. Isn't it Brendan Valdez?
Yeah, I'm at Brendan Valdez.
V-A-L-D-E-S? V-A-L-D-E-S?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I thought you said B-A-L-D-E-S. I'm like,
Valdez.
Valdez. Maybe in 10 years or so. Can change my name.
Well done.
Very quick forge.
That is a really... Ooh, and he's obviously doing it because he's playing against a command center first. So he's like, okay, in what way can I be a little bit greedier than what I'm doing right now? And he says, quick forge is a good way to do that. And that's cool. I'm almost getting tears in my eyes. I'm like, damn, that's so YongHwa. That's so nice.
I know why you love this guy now, actually. He's just so smart. He does just, I don't know. We see so many robots, to be honest, especially out in Korea, just players that play the same regardless of what's happening. Yep. They just macro their way to victory, and that can work. That's cool as well, but sometimes it's refreshing to see a player like YongHwa just come out and do little things like this, especially for the hardcore StarCraft fans.
StarCore actually is a cooler name than StarCraft.
That's like a great
I suddenly
name
wish
for
this
a
was
band,
called
man.
StarCore. But yeah, totally agreed on that. It's refreshing for those of us that watch way too much StarCraft.
Yeah.
But look at this. He's going right into a prism. He's on like 1 gate, guys. He's going into a prism and charge.
Does he have any units?
You know what?
Does he have like...
He's doing a 2-base all-in. He has to be. To get charged this quickly?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
There's no way it could
Unless
be
he's
going to
get like more efficient Zealot harass. Like, I don't think so.
I don't think that that's a thing to do this early. Like, I feel like he has to make a cannon, by the way, at his natural, because we have combat shields almost done and a hell of a lot of Marines.
I think we saw someone do this in Pro League, actually. I think it might have been Myungshik even.
Yes,
someone did
on
this.
Foxtrot. Didn't he do that against Zerg?
I think it was against Zerg, yeah.
Charge
7-gate charge.
Yeah.
This is with +2. So it's a bit different.
You know, the build you were asking about last game, this is actually beginning to look like it's like an older build where you go like charge a lot Archon, sometimes with Storm, sometimes with Immortals, and just like hit them with oftentimes +2 armor. But this is definitely what it is. This is a crazy all-in that we haven't seen in like a million years. This is like so from the days of Antigua Shipyard. This is fantastic.
This is awesome.
I love it. YongHwa's using such old builds.
Meanwhile, at the base at Dream, he doesn't really know what's going on. He's got missile turrets. He's like, I don't know, is it going to be DTs? No, it's not. He made 2 missile turrets for no reason, really.
Wow, yeah, he's actually thrown off here. And look at the Immortal being made. He's even getting an Immortal to make sure he can bust bunkers, because Zealots have such a hard time of that.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
I can't wait to see how this actually turns out. We do have +1 here for infantry weapons for the Terran. But again, that's +1 against the +2 armor that YongHwa is going to have. And look at this. He's going for Colossi. I don't understand.
Okay, let's try to put this together, because you're right. This is really, really weird. It's bizarre that he's going into that.
Look at this. The bunker is salvaged. Maybe he thought some kind of timing was coming, and now Dream's just like, okay, I don't really know what's going to go on. Let me put on some pressure. But back at the base of YongHwa, he's going to have like a gigantic army of 2 Immortals, Colossi, a bunch of charge lots, and Blink even.
It's going to catch his opponent really off guard, and it is going to be more efficient harass, as you were talking about, like that I made fun of.
That actually comes into play.
It does. It definitely does. But, I mean, with charge lots, he will shock and crush whatever comes at him right now. Like, this drop has no chance of actually doing anything.
And there's even observers in this build. Do not forget, drop coming out, but 2 Immortals, and at the same time, a really big Warpin actually at the natural of Dream. He's losing so many SCVs.
Actually, you were right about this all along, Valdez. This was actually to make a good Warp Prism drop. He waited specifically for the move out.
Oh my
dropped 4,
God.
warped in a full round because he had Immortals at home to hold whatever push came. And tell me that was not the most insane drop at 21 SCV kills.
What is this game?
You nailed that, actually. That's hilarious. I made fun of you.
I was saying that as a joke.
I'm a bully. That was awesome, though. YongHwa bringing something completely new here.
What is going on?
To take out Dream in this game.
If you're not a YongHwa fan, you should be now.
You should have been before. Wow. I'm a YongHwa hipster, man.
You've been a YongHwa
following
fan
this guy since day one.
11 or 12 or something.
But, I mean, that is... What a cool game. I think that this is a very specific build against Command Center First.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
I wish Harston wasn't in Taipei right now. I need to talk to him on Skype.
Well, YongHwa getting out of position here. That Colossus does not have the range, but again, his units are very, very well upgraded. He does have the +2.
That's a hell of a lot of units, though.
He's trying to warp in here. He's got a lot of gateways. If he can survive, possibly.
I don't feel good about this, I need YongHwa to win this. I need more YongHwa games.
Oh, man. I think he's got to pull probes here.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does.
You got to save that Colossus.
Oh, crap. Oh.
Some more warp-ins. It looks like it is going to be staved off for now, possibly. A lot of Zealots coming in here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, it's back to being a game.
Yeah. YongHwa takes a big sigh and like sits back in his chair, but he hasn't held this off yet. He's got 9 Zealots only.
God, that was such a cool opening. I'm so sad he was out of position for that moment. Well, I guess it's fine because, you know, that's the way that StarCraft works and stuff. But this is a tough position now. Because Terran definitely still has a way better army, and he does have that 3rd CC. So that's an issue. So what does YongHwa do from here? This is...
Well, seems like the first step is some harass.
Okay.
But Dream is more than ready for this.
Yeah. Good stop position on these SCVs for a moment there, kind of. Whoa.
Ooh, really nice force fields. You can just back off now. Just going to delay this a bit. Give you another round of warp-ins. But again, he's still on 2 base, so the longer this game goes, Dream is going to be in a decent spot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he has some Archons on the way, and those are really going to help. He needs to pull back a little bit, I think. Oh, okay. Catches some of this.
Nice little force field there.
Doesn't matter so much that Vikings are dying here. I don't think he's planning on making any more Colossus for a bit. I don't think he really has the type of economy to actually make Colossus anymore in this game. Ghost Academy on the way.
Yeah, man. Look at that army supply right now. I mean, YongHwa's got 2 Archons, which are very expensive. He's going to start making some Immortals as well instead of Colossi. Just try to use his gateways, I guess, off a 2 base. Maybe we'll see like some kind of weird similar game to last game. Just like in a slightly worse spot, I think.
Yeah. I feel like the spot is like enough worse that it's a much longer shot than the last game. Like, I guess actually last game it was quite a long shot. We were talking about how, oh, I guess he's waiting for Dream to make a mistake or something like that, but this is even tougher.
That's too many Marauders in that drop. And the entire army of YongHwa's out here. He gets some really nice force fields, but his army in the main is going down. He totally cleans this one up outside his base, but he's got to deal with this one in his main.
Well, the Zealot's definitely doing some work here against this mostly Marauder force. He's actually targeting on Medivacs, which I quite like. Because, yeah, you kind of want the additional damage on those Marauders, but if you're not picking off Medivacs, you're never going to win the game anyways. So that was actually some very nice pickoffs. He dealt with that really as well as he could have in that situation.
Yeah, we got another push coming across the map. Dream not letting up on the aggression. He wants to kill YongHwa before he can pull whatever he did last game. And this time he's got Ghosts. A bit earlier, there are no High Templar this time. He's got to remake that Templar Archives.
He's going for that same type of unit composition that we did see last game, but it's a lot weaker. After losing the Templar Archives, as you said.
No Storm.
Only 1 Immortal right now.
Yeah.
He does have 9 Sentries, which is kind of neat. I love the evolution of StarCraft. This is like... anyone who doesn't think this is the best game in the world is actually dumb. If your opinion is different than mine, you're a dummy.
Yeah, this is Artosis casting.
But seriously, this is really cool, this different new style that we're seeing. But Dream is just, he's doing such a good job. These 2 Medivacs over here, how does YongHwa hold on to that while doing this little push over there?
He's got a small army. I don't think he has the Mothership Core, though, so like...
Yeah, I believe you're right about that. Well, that is actually a decent amount of charge lots.
They're getting stuck. You got to blink those back, okay. Now we have some more warp-ins here. And this army is decently strong, but again, a lot of Ghosts. 3, as well as a pretty strong Bioforce. Dream has stopped making Vikings. He's identified the fact that no Colossi are coming out.
Look at this defense. Oh my god, he's making a depot wall. He's got Widow Mines up. If he attacks into the natural, he just dies. But look at that. He just killed a bunch of SCVs. I don't know.
Wait, so like...
It's 2 base versus 2 base again,
this game is not over.
No, it's not.
What is happening today?
A lot of really great games.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Knowing YongHwa, I think he'll just take a 3rd base.
You know, I'm a little bit afraid right now. We have 2-2 on the way here for Dream. And before they were like even, right? 1-1 against O2. But now he's going to be up 2 upgrades after that finishes, which is a big, big deal, 2 upgrades.
Yeah,
1 upgrade is doable to play against. 2 is like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, a very nice drop out of Dream here, again, in the main.
These 2 Stalkers have done so much work. Those are the ones that killed like 4 Medivacs already.
Yeah. This drop not going to do quite the same amount of damage. Going to have to pick up and move out. This finally gets cleaned up. And we already see YongHwa long distance mining. Not going to commit to a 3rd Nexus just yet.
It's 34 probes against 36 SCVs right now. Luckily for Terran, they do have mules here, so the economy going to be far superior for Terran here.
Yeah.
It's like a good 50% better because of these mules.
3 CCs are a lot.
Low. Yeah. Mules really actually shine through much more in a situation like this when both people have low worker counts.
Yeah. 2-2 is finished. We'll continue what we were going to say.
That's just why it's like in these weird small base trade scenarios, Terran wins a lot of the times. That can be a part of it. But still a very scary army out here for YongHwa. A lot bigger army supply for his opponent.
Yeah.
But with that many sentries, I don't know. I guess anything's possible.
It's clear that Dream is taking this a lot more seriously than last game even.
He acknowledges the power. You think that Zealot will stop that drop?
A couple more maybe, but they're getting focused down immediately.
It does get him out of there.
Okay, third Nexus. But again, this follow-up pushes the scary part. 2-2. Army supply is quite large. He has so many ghosts for all these Archons. A ton of EMPs are going to come down.
If this turned into like a 45-minute macro game, I would just weep with happiness.
That would
How cool would it be if this
awesome,
actually normalized? Like, in ways, it's like kind of starting to. The only thing is, like, wait till he hits 4 EMPs on that. Look at that. Wait till that gets EMP'd 4 times. Like,
more than 4 times, man.
Well, he has more than enough energy to do that.
But again, YongHwa's micro is quite good. Maybe he pulls off something cool with some Blink Stalkers, possibly. We do have some Colossi popping out.
I'm so afraid of these EMPs. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it's everywhere. Can he hold on to this? Oh, my God. And that force field actually gets in the way of all the Zealots as well. This is the end of YongHwa's life.
Even more EMPs coming down. Not even necessary at this moment. Gonna push up, kill the last Colossus. YongHwa sits back in his chair.
Oh,
That's going to be it.
Well, it was a good victory here by Dream. But YongHwa obviously very frustrated with himself. That one time his army's out of position, if his army's on top of his ramp, he doesn't take all that damage. And
he was so far ahead.
Yeah.
He killed 22 SCVs with that drop.
That was insane, by the way. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was so cool.
And you really, really got a feel for YongHwa now. He was 1 game away from finally breaking his curse, I guess you can call it. Yeah. Now 4 times he has gotten to the round of 32 and has dropped out.
That's rough, man. But you know what? YongHwa is still a great player. We're still going to see him in Pro League a whole lot, so that's fantastic. So glad that we have so much great StarCraft II in Korea right now. But yeah, definitely some fun games from YongHwa. But you know what? Dream is the type of guy that's like, he's still very young, very talented. I feel like he's just now really coming out of his shell. Everyone's been talking. All the Koreans have been talking big about him for a very long time, for years. But now we're really starting to see him put his play together. And even he said, you know, his play is come together more recently.
Like we've said before in the beginning of this cast, even SK Telecom T1 is actually the key to unlocking a player's potential. Like, they're the best at it, actually. They just really are. Yeah. And it's easy to see. And just Dark and Dream, these 2 players, they come out of nowhere, basically. Yeah. And do really well. I guess coming out of nowhere is not really the right way to put it. Yeah, they have been around for a long time, but they're really starting to hit that peak of their potential and just improve and get that snowball rolling is what I'm trying to say.
Right, well, here we are with the interview, guys.
조중혁 선수가 2015년 GSL 시즌 1 마지막 16강 진출자가 됐습니다. 축하드립니다.
네, 감사합니다.
네, 소감
We finalize our 16 players. Dream is the last player to make it to the round of 16. How do you feel?
깔끔하지 못했던 것 같아서 또 보완을 해야 될 것 같아요.
Today my
보완을 해야겠다.
performance was not that clean, and I really have to make it up, clean it up for the next round.
보기 전에 코드 S도
It's your very first round of 16
데뷔한 지도
for the
조금
GSL
되셨더라고요.
for
세계
you.
첫 16강 진출 남다른 의미가 있을 것 같은데 어떠세요?
So it must feel very different for you.
어쨌든 16강
What does it mean to you to make it to the round of 16 for the first time? He's really, really happy to make it to the next round, the round of 16.
그 경기가 많이 속상하셨던 것 같은데 그래도 최용화 선수를 2번 잡고 진출하게
He's
됐습니다.
continuously thinking about the match against TY. It's bothering him a lot.
네, 들었어요.
오늘 상대에게
Did you know it's YongHwa's birthday
두 번의
today?
상처를
Your
주셨잖아요.
opponent, YongHwa.
그래서 지나갈 수가 없습니다. 영상 편지 한번
But
가야
you
될 것
smashed him
같아요.
2 times,
최용화 선수에게
even on his
한마디
birthday.
부탁드립니다.
You have to say something to YongHwa now.
우선 영상 편지는 좀 그런 것 같고 되게 죄송한 마음도 있는 것 같아요.
상당히 이 승자전이
He's like, yeah, it's pretty much just the way it is, but I do feel a
보는
bit
사람
sorry.
입장에서는 정말 재미있는 경기였습니다. 누가 더 빠르냐, 뭐 속도감의 대결로도 느껴지기도 했는데 뭐가 가장 아쉬우세요?
It seems like you're disappointed about your winners matches.
역전패도 당한 것 같고 좀 전태양 선수랑 할 때 실수도 많았고 그래서 되게 그냥 그 경기가 너무 아쉬워요.
Yeah, I think I made a lot of mistakes during the games, and it's a comeback victory from TY kind of
그 경기도 조금 아쉬움이 남을 수
it's
있었을 것
bothering me a lot,
같은데
is what he's
박태경
saying.
코치와도 또 얘기를 하고 마지막 3세트에서는 조금 달라진 모습을 보였습니다. 그때 어떤 이야기를 하셨나요?
You lost the first match with TY, and then you talked with your coaches after. What did you guys talk about?
제가 너무 공격만 하다가 역전당한 그런 느낌이 있다고 해서 3세트는
Your opponents, the coach said your opponent is just playing defense over and over and over again.
안 갖고 했던 것 같아요.
네, 계속해서 공격적인 모습이었는데 마지막에는 굉장히 신중하게
So
하시더라고요.
don't just only play aggressive, but actually just put some more thought into it. Think more about the game that you're playing, rather than just attacking.
네, 질문을 너무 깔끔하게 잘해주셔가지고 제가 뭘 해야 될지 모르겠는데
So let's talk about the matches that you
전태양
won now.
선수는 다음 주에 다시 한번 붙을 만한 상황도 있잖아요. 네, 그때 이제 복수를 하시면 될 것 같고 최영화 선수와의 경기가 계속해서
You have a
기억이
chance to
나는데
meet
마지막
TY
경기
next
거의
week in the
다졌다라고
SSL,
저는
I
판단을
believe,
했었거든요.
the other individual league out here in Korea.
강전사가 앞마당에 드랍을 왔을 때 그때 건설 로봇이 한 20개인가? 네, 그렇게 잡히게 되면서
And now he wants to talk about the last match against
이길
YongHwa,
수가 없겠다 이런 판단
and
들지
he said
않았나요?
that he thought that he almost lost the
불리하다고
map.
생각했고 그러니까 제가 스타일 파악을 최용화 선수는 무조건
Yeah, Dream thought that he was very far behind.
운영한다 이렇게 생각하고 왔는데 마지막
He thought he was behind in every aspect, in fact.
꼬아서 하시길래 되게 많이 당황했던 것 같아요.
여러 가지 빌드를 계속 꼬으면서 했기 때문에 마지막에는
But he was just
진짜로
playing very
안전한 앞마당
careful
더블을
and
선택을
very
하신 거고
cautious. He's talking about YongHwa,
오늘
and he thinks that
전체적으로
maybe
경기가 굉장히 난전이었어요.
YongHwa thinks too
스피드를
much,
살리는 경기였었는데 마지막
possibly.
경기만 유독 이제 앞마당을 하고 안전하게 플레이를 했었는데 평소에 그
Well,
플레이가
overall,
원래
all your
본인의
matches are
어떤
pretty
장점일까요?
fast and very aggressive.
평소 스타일이 좀
Do you think that as one of your positive points, your strong points?
그런 빌드 자주 썼는데
Dream says his play style is very aggressive,
맞춤 비슷하게 하시길래
and he likes to have a lot of
생각 많이
engagements
하고
during the
바꿨던 것
games.
같아요.
그 부분이 좀 주요를 했던 것 같고 와 오늘 진짜 컨트롤이나 어떤 난전
But when I was
이런 것들
facing
16강에서도
specifically YongHwa, I tried to think a bit more instead of just only attacking.
네, 평상시에 이 경기 스타일이 공격적이고 난전을 좋아한다
And now he said, I'm
말씀하셨는데
expecting a great performance from you in the round of 16 as well.
평상시 성격도 약간 그런 면이 있나요? 상남자.
How's your personality in general outside the games?
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
그건 아닌가요?
He says he can't really say that he's really a tough guy like his game style.
모습처럼 느껴질 때도 있어서 약간 그런 느낌을 받았는데 그럼 애교도 많다는 이야기로
But
들어도
she says
될까요?
that from your game style, you seem to be really
네.
tough.
전혀 없어요 여기는.
굉장히 방어적이시네요.
And maybe you're a
네,
cute
자,
guy instead.
16강 조지명식을 경험하게 됐습니다. 어떤
Maybe you
컨셉,
can show us something that will show us that you're a cute guy.
좀 영호
And
형
he
인터뷰 하는 거
refused to do it.
봤거든요.
네.
Maybe a bit
저도 1등
embarrassed.
올라가고 좀 그렇게
So-
자신감 있게 하려 했는데 오늘 경기력 너무 실망스러워서
네.
원래
So what do you think about the group
그래서 좀
nominations? And
조심해야 될
he
것
says he watched
저는
how
개인적으로 명우
how
선수와
Flash did in the group
친하게
nominations.
지냈으면 좋겠네요.
친합니다.
네, 인터뷰에서
And he kinda wants to do what Flash did,
과감한 모습
in the last
보여주셨으면
group
더
selection,
재밌을 것
but
같은데
instead of that, he was thinking
마지막으로
more about his performance
이렇게
today
응원해주신
and what he can
팬분들께
improve on
한마디 부탁드립니다.
instead of the group selections.
늦게까지 기다려주시고
So now say
응원해주셔서
some words to your
감사드리고
fans.
좀 경기력이 깔끔하지
Dream
못했던 것
says,
같은데
thank you for waiting for me late into the night and cheering for me. And I know my performance was not clean enough,
열심히 하겠습니다.
but I also have
알겠습니다.
individual
다시
league
한번
as well as pro
첫
league next
16강
week, so
축하드립니다.
please continue cheering for me, and I will show
자,
better
이렇게
games.
2015년 GSL 시즌 1 16강 마지막
Right. There are the final results, guys. TY in first place, Dream in second place. And that gives us 6 teams going through to the next round.
Awesome. We got 6-5-5, as it was going to be regardless of who got out of here.
Yep,
And TY and Dream, that was your original prediction.
it was.
And,
Should have trusted my phone myself, but YongHwa really almost had this, so well played by him. And here, guys, is our round of 16. A deadly round of 16 indeed. From Terran, Yoda, Maru, Innovation, MMA, TY, Dream. From Protoss, MC, Rain, Terminator, Hero, Party. From Zerg, Rogue, Sulky, Life, Solar, Dark. What is the most deadly one there, Valdez, in your opinion?
Hero.
Okay, the most deadly one. The most deadly race is what I actually meant.
Oh, really? I think Protoss. I think Protoss, actually.
I disagree. I think it's
Really?
Zerg. Look at that Zerg lineup. Does that Zerg lineup not have possibly the best 5 Zergs in the world? Definitely at least 3 of the top 5.
You're correct. I I don't know about Solar specifically because he's not playing that well. Sulky is sometimes shaky, but Rogue Life, Dark,
they're
definitely they're top 3. If they're not the top 3, they're top 5. So
absolutely the case.
Definitely strong Zergs, but again, strong Protosses and Terrans in this group. It's one of the best, tournaments in the country or in the world, rather.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
And I know you're an SSL caster, but I got to do that because I'm here at GSL. All right. Guys, we are going to have the group nomination next week on Wednesday, so we're not going to have any Code S next week. But, yeah, you can come down to the studio to watch, or you can just watch straight up. John the translator will be translating that for you, all your translation needs. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. We have really great personalities, such as Terminator's been talking a lot of trash recently, but especially Party and MC, man.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Those guys are awesome to watch in a situation like this.
I'll be watching. It's going to be so much fun.
That's right. So, guys, thank you very much, Valdez. You did a fantastic job tonight. Thank you so much for filling in.
Thank you for inviting me. It was great to be here.
And as Tasis always says, we love you guys. Good night.